Starting in 5 seconds. Sir, there is also the very big responsibility of the foreign trade to meet the minimum requirements of the country, especially requirements of essential goods of mass consumption, which may be in short supply from time to time to save our people from the evil effects of profiteering when such a situation arises. In this, the strategy you have adopted is, as my distinguished friend has pointed out, merely to rely on one single agency, and the single agency seems to be getting bigger and bigger every day, a giant who is becoming more and more inefficient. Now, I would like to say a few words about the direction of our trade in times to come in the foreseeable future about Russia, USA, EEC countries, and Japan will continue to be our major partners in foreign trade. There is no doubt in my mind, but surely we should aim at our neighboring countries. I would, in this connection, draw the attention of the Commerce Minister to the fact that our trade with every single neighboring country in South Asia has declined. This is a sad commentary. It is a bad state of affairs. It is not a good augury for the future we envisage for this zone. I would like the Commerce Minister to plan steadily in a manner so that we do not compete against Bangladesh or any of our immediate neighboring countries such as Sri Lanka. Together, we should develop a strategy of going along with them. We should build up such capacities so that there is more exchange of goods between our country and our neighboring countries. Export subsidy has been mentioned. I find that in a few years' time from a voluntary sum of rupees 35 crores, the subsidy has come to over 600 crores. How long shall our foreign trade need this crutch? This is a question which has to be put seriously and answered seriously. Any type of trade which cannot stand on its own without subsidy, even for 5 years or 10 years, should be taken off the list. It should not be in our export list at all. It should be discarded. There are fresh pastures which we can explore. The export quota, I hope the minister knows, is transferable and it is being transferred from one party to the other. We have had the export zones of Kandla and Santa Cruz. After 30 years, their total export turnover is of the order of rupees 150 to rupees 200 crores. I think this is a disgrace. I think this whole experiment needs to be reviewed. The minister announced a special relief for 100% export oriented industries as a new year gift at the end of this year. I think it was a gift only for the monopolist and for the multinationals. I think its impact on our indigenous trade should be looked into. Mr. Vice Chairman, sir, I would like to mention something about our joint ventures. I know that the joint ventures have been part and partial of our policy of export promotion and also of economic cooperation with the other developing countries. But I find that after so many years, these 115 units that are in operation have made a total investment of just rupees 35 crores only, and this is an insignificant sum if you take each individual country and relate it to the total industrial investment in that country. Our resources are limited, and I think we should concentrate on areas which are of immediate interest to us, and it is in these areas that we should really build up our joint venture capacity. As for the international environment, we know what the Honorable Minister has confessed in the House, and I would like to quote his words. He has said that the new international economic order and the North South dialogue have failed. I think the new international economic order was perhaps a stillborn child. It was a device by some vested interest who were trying to arrange a certain recycling or resources, and once that our recycling of petrodollars was achieved, then there was nothing left to talk about, and the people have been taken for a ride. The UN has failed to evolve a strategy for development in this decade. The technical cooperation among the developing countries has failed to take off. The UNCTAD and the ESCAP are today the responsibility of the Ministry of Commerce, and they have given birth to a plethora of communities and subcommittees and working groups and expert committees and whatnot. I wonder what contribution that have made to the promotion of our trade. So I feel that the Ministry of Commerce should not waste its time in dealing with these organizations, otherwise it shall be too late to correct the imbalance in our trade which is becoming bad to worse. Stop.